There are a lot of AI interviewers in the market today, and I've tried most of them. Do they genuinely take the pain out of screening? Not really. For instance, can you tune them to your exact rubric and define what good looks like for your specific use case? No. Do they nail natural conversation? They all do speak, but they still sound robotic and unintelligent. The reports often don't give you enough signal for you to make confident hiring decisions. So we stopped waiting for someone else to get it right and built the one that we actually wanted. This is Chakra, an AI interviewer from HackerRank that helps recruiters automate early interview rounds using a single AI-led interview so that humans only spend time talking to the best candidates. Creating an interviewer agent with Chakra is easy. Let me show you how. As soon as you land on the Chakra homepage, you're greeted with a simple prompt: create your interviewer. I have here handy a job description for a forward deployed engineer role at HackerRank. I'm going to copy this entire job description and paste it in here. Now Chakra parses the JD, identifies the core skills, and generates a draft interview plan. The same way a recruiter and hiring manager would normally collaborate, just much faster. In this case, it's proposing a 25 to 30 minute long interview with 3 sections. We have logistics, technical skills and customer engagement, and customer success and project management. Each of these sections also tells us the themes that will be covered, as well as sample questions that Chakra plans to ask. Let's make a quick tweak using natural language now. I'm going to say something like, make section 2 about customer engagement and section 3 about technical skills. And just like that, the plan updates. Chakra comes back with exactly what we needed. At this point, you can keep refining or simply hit create interviewer. And that's it. Your interviewer agent is created for the forward deployed engineer role. From here, you can share the link with candidates, invite them via email, or even directly through your ATS, and even embed this in your careers page so candidates can apply and take the interview directly from there. That was the first part of the demo, the creation flow. Now I'm going to move to the second part of the demo, the candidate experience. This is the candidate landing screen. Everything you see here can be personalized. The role details, the intro copy, what information you ask for upfront, all of that is configurable. I'll start by entering the candidate email, and then you'll see there are some additional optional fields like work experience, gender, and a few other details. Again, what you collect here is entirely up to you. Next, Chakra walks the candidate through clear interview instructions. Things like be in a quiet environment, minimize background noise, use headphones if possible. It also sets expectations of how the interview will run. And then the last step is setting up the interview environment. For this, I'm going to choose the most conservative setup and grant all permissions. Webcam access, screen sharing, includes checks for multiple monitors, and microphone access. All right, we're all set. Let's start the interview.
Absolutely. Thanks for making time to speak with me. I want to quickly run through today's agenda. We'll start with your background, then cover some logistics around the New York office requirement, and then dive into your experience with customer-facing technical work. We'll reserve time for any questions you have about the role or company at the end. Does that sound good?
Yep, sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Great. So to kick things off, can you give me a brief overview of your professional background?
Sure. So I graduated about 3 years ago, and I've been working as a forward deployed engineer at Pied Piper. I love working at the intersection of product, engineering, and customer-facing roles. Yeah, so that's a little bit about me.
Got it. Thanks for sharing that. So before we move into the details of your experience, I want to ask, are you available to work from our New York office for on-site customer engagements? The role does require being present at the office for direct customer interactions.
Got it. Yeah, New York works for me. Where in New York is the office, by the way?
Great question. The office is located in Manhattan. If you need more specific details about the exact address or logistics around the location, the hiring team can provide those when we connect after this conversation. Does that work for you?
Yep, that works. Thanks.
Perfect. So let's dive into your hands-on experience now. Tell me about a time when you worked with a customer on a technical integration. Walk me through that project and then sketch out the architecture you implemented.
So, as you can see, Chakra started off by greeting me, having a nice conversation, and then digging into logistics, and then it's going to the couple of other sections that we programmed during the creation flow. Let's continue with the interview now. Sure. So I've been working with an AI interviewer that our team is building. We've been trying to integrate this into the hiring workflow for a Fortune 500 company. They reached out to us because they wanted to optimize their hiring.
Got it. So you're integrating this AI interviewer product into their existing hiring workflow. Can you sketch out that architecture for me? I'd love to see how the AI interviewer connected to their systems and how data flowed through the integration.
Chakra is capable of pulling up a canvas on demand based on the context of the interview. In this case, it's a whiteboard, but it can totally be an IDE, a simple code editor, or even a design canvas. Sure, I can sketch this out. Let me go ahead and draw this. I'm going to say Fortune 500 companies ATS on the left. I'm going to draw maybe hacker ranks.
Take your time. Go ahead and sketch it out.
Sure, I'll let you know when I'm done. All right, yeah, I'm done. Can you see what's on the whiteboard?
Yeah, I can see it. So you've got the Fortune 500 companies ATS on the left. It sends data to HackerRank's API input endpoint on the right. And then HackerRank's reports endpoint sends data back to the ATS through a webhook. That's a pretty clean bi-directional integration. Walk me through how you actually implemented that. What was your specific role in getting this integration built and deployed?
It's capable of understanding what's on the whiteboard, having an intelligent chat with you about it, and even continuing this conversation and asking you further questions.
A couple of questions on the implementation. When you're sending interview configuration and candidate details through that endpoint, how did you handle validation of that data?
Okay, I'm not really sure I know the answer to that. Let's see what happens if I try to get the answer from the internet.
Hey, I just noticed you switched tabs. Please stay focused on our conversation.
Immediately, Chakra knows about this and brings you right back on track. For now, I'm going to skip to the end of this interview. Hey, I'm not really sure. Also, I'm running out of time. Do you mind if we move to the end of this interview?
Got it. Keeping time in mind, let's just go over to your questions. What would you like to know about the role or the company?
I'd love to know how I performed today. Do you have any feedback for me?
I appreciate you asking, but I'm not able to provide feedback on your performance. What I can tell you is that the hiring team will review everything we discussed today, and they'll reach out to you with next steps. If you have any questions about the feedback or your candidacy, definitely reach out to them directly. They'll be able to give you more details. Is there anything else about the role or the company itself that I can help clarify for you?
Let's look at the report and see how I did. So, this is the Chakra Report. At the top, you get an overall recommendation, in this case, moderate fit, along with a short summary that you can scan in seconds. Below that, you have access to the entire audio transcript as well as an audio playback. If I want, I can just hit that icon and get the whole transcript if I prefer to skim through that. Next, and down here, the report is broken down into various sections. In this case, logistics, customer engagement, and technical skills. Exactly what we had configured the interviewer for. For each section, you'll see a clear rating. For example, strong fit in logistics, moderate fit in customer engagement and technical skills. And this section right here tells us about any suspicious activity that was detected during the session. In this case, we see a screenshot where I'm trying to look something up on Google and some webcam images which show me out of frame. What matters most is why Chakra is making these calls. Every rating is backed by a summary and detailed evidence from the interview. You can click into the supporting transcript moments just like this and see the exact answers that led to that evaluation. So it's not a black box score. Your team can actually review every single rationale and calibrate quickly. And that's it. You can create an end-to-end interview agent in minutes. Candidates take a structured, human-like interview at their own time, and your team gets a decision-ready report with clear, reviewable evidence. And of course, it fits into your workflow, integrating with the ATS that you already use. And that is Chakra, an AI interviewer that actually works. You can try it now at chakra.sh.